Hello everyone and welcome to another premier draft of Forgotten Realms. So this time it is best of one ranked draft and very easy first pick here. This is one of the, well, I don't know, maybe it's a bum rare because you do get a lot of free venturing, but anyway it's a way better than any uncommon or common in the set. I think the best uncommon is the black equipment, the Reaper's Talisman, and I would still pick the very Silver Moon Ranger over it. 3 mana 3/3 reach ward 1. It is a double caster, so sometimes hard to cast, but the free ventures you get by having this on the battlefield is just going to be too good to ignore. So I'm gonna take it. The other good cards in the pack. Displays a beast. I wouldn't mind Warlock class, although I'm not that happy to first pick it. Out of the commons, I think the best is the Yuan Ti. Horde is good. And Celestial Unicorn if you want to try to see if the white-based life gain archetype is going to be open. Right, the Book of the Book of Wild Darkness is not a limited playable card. It really is not. So I don't have to worry about this thing. The only green card worth, I mean, there are these two, but the Sylvan Shepherd is only good in the life gain deck. I'm not picking it right now. So the Green Dragon is a green card. It's still playable, although I don't like it that much. Am I going to stay green or take something like a Portable Hole here? I think that is the decision here. I don't think Valor Singer is really that good that I would want to take it here. Either I take the Green Dragon or I take the white card. It's like I don't know. Neither of them is very exciting. I guess I'll take the hole here. The 6-drop is just, I'd rather have a Hill Giant Herd Gorger. So that's why I'm not really interested in that. Green Dragon. It is clearly the worst dragon out of the uncommon cycle. And this pack though, oh man, pretty sweet pack. I think I'll take the Dragon's Fire, but there are options here. Well, even something like an Eccentric Apprentice would be an interesting pickup here, but then there's a Lurking Roper. If I'm green-white, I would be having some life gain stuff. There's a Steadfast Paladin and Veteran Dungeoneer. I think both of these are fine. I've grown to respect the Veteran Dungeoneer the more the later the further the kind of set has evolved, sort of. Though the set hasn't evolved, but the draft environment has kind of. I think this is just good against them, good in any white deck. Then there's still the Spells of the Hunt, but I take the Dragon's Fire. It's also splashable, and who knows, maybe red is open here. Okay, so the Wild Shape is not quite that amazing. It's fine, but I'm not taking it here. Choose your weapon. That would be an okay card, but I think now that I took the Dragon's Fire, maybe I'll just take the Swarming Goblins. Now I have the Portable Hole, so I could take something like the Pegasus. I could go for the life gain stuff and take the Celestial Unicorn. It's not impossible, but since I did pick the Dragon's Fire, maybe I try to be green-red. Don't know though. Don't know, maybe I'll take the Kobold. This is a 5-drop though. No, I'll take the Unicorn. If I get the life gain stuff, I want to pick the Unicorn here already. There's an improvised weaponry here, so if I took the red card, I would follow up with this thing. But then again, white is open still. There are two good white cards. I hope to get something like Inspiring Barge a little later here. I think I'll take the Celestial Unicorn now. Now that I took the Unicorn in the last pick, I maybe should just take the life gain payoffs and then take some enablers once I get them. I should get the Sylvan Shepherd back. It's not really that amazing of a card. Okay, and here I can take another green card. I definitely want to be green thanks to the Varys here, and this is a pretty easy choice here now. Yeah, I guess the Dragon's Fire. Well, let's see how much mana fixing I'm gonna get. Right, the Potion of Healing I would otherwise take, but there's a Gnoll Hunter. It's just too good to pass here. And okay, Temple of the Dragon Queen. I'm taking it. Even if I don't splash, I want to have the mana fixing, especially because I have a double caster, 3-drop. The Ranger's Hawk would be my pick otherwise, I think, but I'll take the land now. And here's a bullet. I don't like it. I'd rather have the other green 4-drop, or you know, the white 4-drop, the thing that ventures. So I'll take the Spike Pit Trap. If I don't get a lot of removal, I will play this card main deck. It also depends on my number of 5-drops, because this is basically a 5-mana card. Well, 1 plus 5, but you need 5 lands to be able to use this, or other ways to produce mana. Total of 5 mana anyway. If I have like let's say 3 5-drops, that will make this card less interesting to run. But so far I have no 5-drops. I have no 4-drops either. And Ranger's Longbow, well, I'll take it, but I don't think I'm gonna play it. But I mean, maybe if I run out of playables, this is something you could put to a deck. I'm not happy about it. I'd rather have the white one that gives +2/+2 and doesn't give reach. Alright, so let's take the 1/3 here. Don't care about the blue cards. Okay, well, there's a +2 maze now, but there's a wild shape. Which do I want to have here? I think I'll take the wild shape. It's a nice one-off in a deck. Plummet, not really playable in a best of 1 event, which this is, but I think the leather armor is even worse, so I won't be taking that. Okay, that's a nice one to splash, but I'm not going to splash, you know, this thing that requires 2 different colors than my main colors, because I assume I will be white-green here. Okay, so this pack. I think there are 3 cards I'm interested in. Evolving Wilds, Inspiring Bard, and a Gnoll Hunter. I by the way, didn't get the 3-drop. The Sylvan Shepherd that can gain life. I'm pretty disappointed about not getting that thing back. So what is the pick in here? This will be just a... I think this is just too good of a 2-drop to pass up, so I'll take the Gnoll Hunter here. But I would like to have at least the Inspiring Bard back from this pack. If the Dragon's Fire will be my only red card, I don't think I'm gonna splash for it, but if I get something else red that I want to splash, yeah, it's a different thing in that case. Alright, so this pack has a good amount of options. I mean, there's an Old Blood, I have no expensive cards, there's a Minimus Containment, and there's a Steadfast Paladin. Also some nice blue stuff, which I won't be taking here. Potion of Healing might be okay if I have 2 of these, but I mean, this is the better enabler for the life gain payoff, so I would take this rather than the Potion of Healing. But the question is, I think in this pack is the Old Bear versus the Minimus Containment. And I think the Old Bear is just maybe a bit too good to ignore. I do want to have removal. There are a lot of bomb creatures in this set, but this is just so efficient 5-drop, and I have no 5-drops here so far. Alright, so here I think it's a pretty easy Priest of Ancient Lore. It allows my unicorns to get a counter, so let's take it. And there's Delver's Torch versus Wild Shape number 2. I don't think I want to play 2 of these. 1 is fine, so I'll take the Delver's Torch. Evolving Wilds versus pretty much nothing, so a bit very easy Evolving Wilds from this pack. The Direwolf Prowler is not good at all, and I actually have already, 4 3-drop creatures, so I'm not really going to prioritize 3-drop creatures highly at all at this point in the draft. You happen on a Glade. That would allow me to splash the Dragon's Fire, but it's very slow, and the make camp is also kind of I mean, 3 mana for this kind of an effect is a lot. It's a loss of tempo for sure always. So I don't think I'm gonna play it, and this is a best of 1 draft, so no sideboarding is necessary. I'll take just 20 gems here, because why not? Why not be greedy when you can do that? Okay, don't bring a Cleric. It's a nice way to deal with enchantments, especially when you don't get access to sideboarding, and also it helps with my unicorns. I hope to find some other payoffs for the life gain. I think I took the Dragon's Fire over the green uncommon, the thing that is a 3 mana 4/5. It untaps only when you gain life, but I would rather have that than a Dragon's Fire for sure here. But oh well. Okay, nothing in here is that interesting. I guess I'll take the uncommon. I'm not playing the Prowler, there's just no way. And I got another Evolving Wild, so I pretty easily can now splash the Dragon's Fire with 1 mountain. I would have 4 ways to get it. I also can venture twice to get a treasure token from the mine tunnels, because I do have the both the Delver's Torch and the Varys Silvery Moon Ranger that can produce multiple venture triggers. So that's yet another way to get a treasure for the Dragon's Fire. So I think I will be, with the lands I have here, I will be putting one mountain in the deck, and I will be playing the Dragon's Fire, even if it is my only red card. It is good enough, and now the splash will be fairly easy with the mana I have here. So currently this is, I think it's 14 non-lands. Not interesting cards. I can play the Potion of Healing if I find more payoffs for life gain. I don't think with 2 Celestial Unicorns it's worth it, but we will see. That's 15 non-lands currently. Okay, I can take the 12-hole champion. I also have one equipment I can be carrying. Right, whatever. I have also another equipment on this in the sideboard, but I think the Delver's Torch is gonna be currently the only equipment I'm planning on running. I quite like this this one that gives the venture triggers. Okay, so what do I need? I need 4 drops. So sadly, I haven't gotten the 4 mana 3/3s that gain me 3 life or give a creature of my +2/+2. That would be fine here. Also, the white 4 drop, the 3/4 would be good. But well, I mean, you don't usually lose games because you don't have any 4 drops. You will lose games if you don't have any 2 drops. So it's more important to have at least 2 drops. Okay, there's a Lair of the Hydra. There's a Prosperous Innkeeper and an Owlbear. So I mean, it's gonna be one of them, but oh boy, all of them are pretty good. I guess the Innkeeper isn't that great. Well, it does make me a treasure for the Dragon's Fire also, but with only 2 payoffs for the life gain, I don't think it's that interesting. If I had more payoffs, I might take this. I don't have more than 1 card that costs more than 3 mana, so I could easily take another Owlbear. But the thing is that the Lair of the Hydra is, it's just a free spell, basically. I mean, it's not a spell, but you get the idea. I get to play 17 lands, and one of them is still going to be useful. So I think I'll take the Lair of the Hydra, but I could take the Owlbear here. I would take it over the Prosperous Innkeeper, but I take the land for now. Adult Gold Dragon. Well, how about a card that is definitely worth splashing? Wow. Yeah, I would take the You Hear Something and Watch. Otherwise, it's a very good card. But I mean, I'm splashing red for already, and this is just a insane thing. So let's take it. And now I'm much more happier about not picking the Owlbear. Now that I have 5 drop that I will absolutely be running in the deck. Here, Spoils of the Hunt, Hill Giant, Herd Gorger. It's going to be one of them, and I think the removal spell is still more interesting. So let's take that. Okay, so currently only 11 creatures, but it's gonna be fine. I mean, I still need 5 more cards, so I'm assuming to get more creatures. But I have a good deck here going on. I would rather have some 4 mana creatures, but if I don't get them, I don't think it's that bad. But I would rather have them than not. I have some lands that enter tapped though, so my turn 4, I could play turn 4s where I play another, let's say 3 mana card or a 2 mana card and then a tapped land. Because I have potentially 4 lands that can enter tapped, or will enter tapped on turn 4. Temple of the Dragon Queen has the chance that I have the dragon in my hand, so then it will enter untapped, of course. Alright, so there's a Meteor Swarm. Well, that's a triple red card. Not splashable. There is a You Find a Cursed Idol, which is fine. But there's a Planar Ally, and I need creatures, and I can still take a 5 drop here, because I have only 3 mana spells and cheaper, and then 2 cards that cost 5, and that's it for the high end. So I can easily take a Planar Ally here, I think. Moonblessed Cleric. I don't think I have enchantments, I have nothing. So it's just a 3 mana 3/2. So not really anything too exciting. How about the Ranger here? I think I would take the Ranger rather than the Troll here. I like the 2 cards for 1. Well, it's not, the other one isn't a card, but it's a 2/2 token. It's just worth something. You're ambushed on the road is. Nah, that's more 4 drops, 5 drops than I want to run. I would rather have something 4, but if I don't get them, I will have to play these 5 drops in that case. So I'm currently at 20 playables. I'm never going to play 2 Paladin's Shields, so I'm not taking that. The Compelled Duel is just not good. This pack 3 has been a bit of a disappointment. I hoped that my colors would be open, but I don't know. It's like it has been a theme in my drafts lately that the colors I started with suddenly weren't that open in the packs 2 and 3 somehow. But at least I get a high level of monk. This is a decent 4-drop for this deck, definitely. I'm happy to take it. I would take the Ranger's Hawk too if this wasn't here, but here I think the 4-mana card is the more useful one. Sadly, I never got more than life gain payoffs than the Celestial Unicorns, or unless I still get some. Well, this is the last pack that features cards I haven't seen yet. So yeah, but I have 2 unicorns, and I got the 4-drop I wanted. It's gonna be a nice curve out if I get the unicorn into this thing. So yeah, I could play the choose a weapon, but I want to have the creature here now. Also a 4-drop creature is going to be good for my mana curve. That's 22 cards. Well, I'm not playing the Great Axe, so I'll just take an uncommon here. A Bull Strength. I won't be taking the Spiked P-Trap because I have one and I think I will play that, but that's gonna be it. And I have so many 5-drops that I don't need that. Bull Strength is fine. And here there's a Potion of Healing which I won't be playing because I have only 2 cards. Oh, I have 1 Potion of Healing here. I don't think I want it. I think I'm actually going to play the Ranger's Longbow after all, because I'd rather have it than the Potion of Healing, I think. Yeah, the potion, really just doesn't do enough. Am I gonna have a last pick, Soul Life Spy? This is a card you could play. I mean, I will have to see if there's some other card I want to cut instead. I guess I could still cut the Ranger's Longbow and play the You Are Ambushed on the road instead. But anyway, yeah, with only 2 payoffs, not playing these. It is a loss of tempo. When you play this for 2 mana, you get to draw a card. It does replace itself, but it's not great when the opponent is playing. If opponent is curving out normally, you don't want to waste 2 mana on a thing that doesn't affect the board in any way. So I'm not playing those unless I have a very decent chance to get additional benefit from the gain 3 life part, which I won't be able to do in this deck because only 2 Celestial Unicorns care about me gaining life unless I somehow am mistaken. I don't think I'm mistaken. So, and the Paladin Shield is just, I mean, I would rather play the, I think I'd rather play the Longbow, although, do I? I do like the fact it adds power to a creature, but I could also play the You're Ambushed on the road here. But anyway, yeah, I won't be using those sideboard cards. Let's cut the lands for now. Do I play all the 5-drops? I guess. Oh, this is also a 5-mana card. Yeah, this is a little bit awkward, I think. In terms of the mana, I have 5 cards that require 5 mana to do anything. Am I supposed to not play the Pit Trap? Because I think I'd rather have the creatures. And then I could play both them. You're Ambushed on the road and the Ranger's Longbow. Or do I want to have the Paladin Shield instead? I don't think I want to have the shield. This is not a good one though. It is pretty bad. I mean, 1 toughness is also, because moving this around is not fun at all. With 3 mana it's really expensive and it costs 5 mana total to do anything. I don't think the payoffs is there. I think I like the payoff of getting the Venture a lot more. It's worth using 5 mana to get the Venture, and then and then when you re-equip it to something else, if the first creature died, you get another Venture. So you always get a Venture when you pay 3 mana to equip this to someone else. Well, opponent could have an instant speed interaction to prevent the attack trigger, but the point is that if they don't have, I get some valuable value, so to say, whereas this is only a passive stat boost. So yeah, I do definitely like the Delver's Torch a lot more than the Longbow here. So I should put the Paladin Shield here now too, because it is a consideration, I think, after all. But I think I will cut now the Spiked Pit Trap. I still have some amount of removal, Portable Hole for something very cheap. There's a Dragon's Fire, there's a Spoils of the Hunt, there's a Tapper. I guess they have to be enough, because this is a lot of 5 mana effects, and I will cut the weakest one of them, which I think is the Pit Trap here. I'd rather have the creatures. That is now 15 creatures, it's a nice amount. So the question is, what do I cut here? I think I play the ambush on the road thing. The 1 mana +1/+3 can often also just be a very mana efficient way to deal with something the opponent has. Maybe they have a burn-based removal spell and you counter it sort of with 1 mana. Or maybe like your 4-drop is trading with their 4-drop and you use 1 mana card to save your own 4-drop and they still lose theirs. So this can keep a tempo. And sometimes to make a retreat can be fun too. I could return something like a Priest of Ancient Lore in some cases. Don't think... Well, also there's an Owlbear and a L2 card Ranger here. Okay, yeah, I'll play that one for sure. I'm thinking about cutting the Ranger's Longbow though. Because I will definitely play 17 lands here. With the 5 drops I have. And the splash. So it's going to be the Ranger's Longbow or the Paladin Shield. I'm not gonna consider anything else. It's these two. One of these will go. How many green cards? Okay, that's almost the same number of cards too. Do my creatures need the power boost? The thing that works well here is, I mean, in terms of which one of these effects is more desirable for this deck. I do like that this is an instant speed trick, but I don't like the fact it doesn't increase power at all. The 2 power boost can be good with the Gnoll Hunters, and I have 3 of these. So I think I'll play the Longbow. It's also a card I haven't usually played a lot, so let's try it, and if it is as miserable as I kind of think it is, then I maybe never touch it again. Well, there's not many drafts of this set left, because in 1 week, then I'm recording this on Thursday, so a week before the Midnight Hunt release, so there's not gonna be a lot of these drafts, but let's use the Longbow now. It's not completely useless. It's just a very mana inefficient card, given what it does. Alright, so those are the lands. Those are the 4 non-basic lands in the deck, and I will put 1 mountain because of the Evolving Wilds. No, that's not what they wanted. Yep. So 1 mountain. Let's use the full art, the original Jumpstart lands this time. And that leaves me... I have 1 green source here, but I have the double caster green 3-drop, and then I have a double caster 5-drop, but I also have a white double caster 5-drop. But I guess with the Varys Silvery Moon Ranger, I'm going to choose more green sources, because I put 6 and 6 basics now, and with the Lair of the Hydra, I of course have more green producers. But that's fine because of the Silvery Moon Ranger here. So let's take 6 of these things, and then 6 of these things. Okay, not like that. So this is the deck. I quite like it actually. I think I have a good deck here. Let's see how it manages to do it. Manages to perform in practice. Okay, I'm keeping it. I have a Varys here. I have mana to cast it. I don't have a 2-drop, which is sad, but and now I can go 3, 4, 5 curve. Well, not 5 if I don't draw any lands, but if I don't draw lands, I will draw mostly cards I can cast. Oh, they have a 4-dropper. Sadly, I have no 2-drop to deal with it, but it is what it is. They get a free treasure now. Good for them, I guess. If they can't kill the Varys, I'm gonna get a bunch of value myself too. But let's see if they can curve out into a nice 4-drop here. That's not a 4-drop. Can they have another 2-drop here? Can they benefit from the treasury quite yet? Yes, they can. And they're gonna get a counter for this thing, so yep. I just lost because I went first. I went second. Because literally, if I was going first, I would have this very Silver Moon Ranger before they attack with this Horde Robber. Now they have a 3-2, 3-3. Well, okay, one good thing is that if they are gonna make this into a 3-3, this Horde Robber has to die. Unless they have like a pump spell or removal spell. This has Ward 1 too, but yeah, if they want to trigger the pack tactics, they would have to attack with the robber, and then I can at least eat it, hopefully for free. But yeah, this could be easily just a game lost now if they have something good. But all they need is like a bull strength or something. They could just throw away this guy, it's possible. And they did. A portable hole. Well. Now that's good. Although and this is going to become a... I wonder how should I go here, because I could play the portable hole and leave mana up for wild shape, for instance, if they're gonna try to target it with something, because this will become a 4/4. Let's say I play the half elf monk here. They will attack with both still. I can block this white with the half elf monk, but then this is a 4/4. Oof. I don't like it. I'm gonna actually do it like this. Let's see if this is gonna work. I'm gonna also make the white go away so that they don't get the 2/2 here. And I will have the Eltucut Ranger here perhaps coming up. That will be able to, you know, the 4/1 can block this thing even if this becomes a 4/4. So let's see if they have a creature here. If they do have something like Owl Bear, that's gonna be nasty. They have their own ranger there though. Oh, they never attacked with the Knoll Hunter. Oh, that means they maybe were afraid of stuff like you hear something on watch. Anyway, I'm happy they didn't attack. So now I can get my first trigger from this thing. And do I want to play the half elf monk? I can make a blocker into a 1/5 with reach, in which case it can eat the ranger, but I think I just need to have my own ranger here. So let's do it. I don't like the fact that I'm not having the wild shape here. Alright, so which is going to be there? I think I want to work towards the treasure token because I still don't have the red here, so I'm gonna go to Fandelver. Scry will be also useful. Knoll Hunter allows me to... yeah, it's good enough. Who knows, maybe I still am going to... maybe I'm still going to tap out, because I could play 2 creatures next turn. If Varys survives, I might do that. Oh, that's not... well, it's not so bad, actually. Creatures I used here to... let's see. So whenever creature I control is dealt damage destroyed. Well, these were gonna be trades anyway, so this is actually... the only thing that's gonna benefit from them is that they get to connect with the 2/2. Otherwise I would of course be able to block it, but I'm gonna go to 11 and I have a tapper for the dragon, so I think I'm still in a good shape. Yeah, this is what I'm doing. I can't block the 2/2 because this would die because of the green dragon effect otherwise. So I will have 2 triggers for this thing, and I guess I'm gonna have the Fungi Cabin here to buy some time here. The storeroom would be nice, but I don't think it's that necessary right now. Can I do anything to attack into it? And no, I can't. So I'll just won't attack then. Treasure token so that I can have the dragon's fire up. Sadly, I don't have my own dragon in my hand, so I can't kill this thing. And then this is gonna keep it -4/-4. No, this only... ah, man, damn it. I remembered it just now. It only triggers once per turn. I should have just played the half-elf monk there. Yeah, it's only happening once per turn. I did remember it. I mean, if you would have asked me how many times per turn this thing does, in fact, a trigger, I would have known it's only once per turn. So I wouldn't have played the Knoll Hunter if I did remember that. Okay, so they are going to make some of these creatures... okay, it must block, so what they... I mean, I have to block the dragon if they only attack with the dragon, but I will have the wild shape here at least. I wish I had... I do wish I had the mana. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if I had the mana to Dragon's Fire, I might just get a 2-for-1 here, but... oh well. I mean, this is not still something I can leave with because I can start tapping that Half Elf Monk, but I really wanted to have the that venture trigger there. Oh man, I have so many mana fixing lands and I haven't drawn any of them. I have 4 of them. Or 3. No, I have 3 of them. Plus the mountain. So basically 4 lands that gives me access to the red here. So, I'm gonna tap the dragon. So if I attack with all, they can double block the Varys. And I really can't do that. I could make this into a 3-3. Well, I mean, it's just, let's just do like this. Yeah, I did mess up here a bit by, playing 2 creatures when only one triggered the venture here. So I did make a mistake. And if I lose this game, it could be because of that mistake. I would have been able to give it a -4/-0 there. I would be 1 step closer to drawing a card from the Temple of Dumathoin. And they have that thing. And I have this, but this is not going to help unless I draw my adult gold dragon. Because I have to start tapping this thing and taking damage from the... That was a good top deck to an empty hand, by the way. And they even had the 7 mana there. I have to pay some extra here to tap it, but I guess that's something I can do. But now I will be starting to take some damage here. If I draw my adult gold dragon, that will allow me to win. Okay, that's good with Sestra. They get to draw a card now. Man. Oh well. And there's a Temple of Dragon Queen, doesn't help me. Maybe I should have said white, because I can draw a double caster white card. I have 1 double caster white card in the deck. So with Dragon's Fire I can... Yeah, I can do this thing now. Triggering the Gnoll Hunter. If they try to double block, I can use the Dragon's Fire. Hopefully they don't have anything. If they have something, that would be horrible. They don't want to risk it, understandably so. But I have I can take 1... Or they can attack with these guys, so I think I'm gonna have to kill the Sestra anyway. But they are at 9 here. I mean, they might die if I get to... Well, yeah, if they have 2 lands in their hand and they attack now with everything, and I draw a creature, then I will win. That's a pretty complicated scenario, but that's what's gonna happen. If they go for the lethal now. Pass. The blockers. Oh, they have something. Well, in that case, I'm gonna lose the game. Because they had priority in there. But yeah, if they didn't have anything now, I would be able to attack for 8, because this will get another counter. They would be at 1, and if I draw a creature, I can trigger the Dark Pool, which will drain 1 life, and that would be the final point of damage there. But it seems like they have something now, so let's see what they do. You happen on a Glade. Yep, well, that's definitely a very good one here. And I need help from the deck. Priest of Ancient Lore is going to help me. Well, I'm just... Wait a minute, I have the Fungi Cavern here. So maybe that rather than the Dark Pool, although I am at 1. I must block everything they are gonna have. Yeah, this was a good one. Man. The Fungi Cavern says Green Dragon gets -4/-4. And now I do remember that any other creature won't be triggering any Varys here, but this is gonna be good, but I need 4 mana to tap down the Purple Worm. And then they will have 3 attackers, and all of which I can block. So there is that. I can I have still 4 mana left, although now I'm getting punished by saying red on this thing because I actually cannot cast a white card here and have the tap ability available. So I needed 3 white in this turn, so I should have done... I thought that I might draw a red card and then I might want to play the Dragon's Fire in the same turn. I mean, the only red card is of course the Adult Gold Dragon, so this should have said white, and I'm getting slightly punished by it. I wouldn't be able to equip it though. Well, anyway, I mean, there's not really much. I'm not gonna jump block the Pebble Worm, I'm going to tap it. And of course I'm at 2, but it doesn't matter because they don't have 1 power creatures here. Oh, they can check for traps, that is annoying. Oh man, this is really annoying. This would have mattered, this would have really mattered. This is bad. This is bad. Yeah, I mean, but it was again my mistake. I have made 2 mistakes in this game, and this is so close that I think I might... I mean, if I'm losing this, I might have been able to win if I didn't make the mistakes I made. So one was playing the Gnoll Hunter on the turn when I already had triggered there. And of course now I draw the white. So imagine now I had the Delver's Torch here. I would be able to draw a card. This gives me a 2/2 token, all that. But now I'm just losing here. Because they have more attackers than I can deal with. I needed the Delver's Torch, but I can only blame myself. Point is, if I had the Delver's Torch on the battlefield, I would be able to attack with, let's say, I guess it would be... I don't know, would that matter in the end? Well, it depends on what I draw from the card draw. Yeah, I might still lose, because I need to... I can block this, but the point is, they have 5 creatures, and I have only 4 things that deals with them, so let's just spare... I mean, I could see if they're gonna not attack, but... I'm gonna assume they're gonna attack. I mean, I could have seen it, but it's just... There's like very low chance they're gonna leave guys back. I mean, whatever, maybe I could have passed the turn and see what they do, but... They would attack at the least with the... Because I would have to... tap the... I mean, I would have to jump block there anyway. So even if they don't attack with all, I have to jump block. And that's gonna be just... yeah, I'm gonna lose it after that. But yeah, I made 2 mistakes in the game. I think I could have won. I mean, I definitely could have stayed in the game if I did not make those mistakes. So basically I would have had 1 extra venture, and which would have given me both a card and a 2/2 from Varys, and I would have had my equipment adventures on the battlefield. Anyway, this is a good hand, I will keep it. The previous game was what it was, there's no point crying about that anymore. I could have won, or at least stayed in the game a bit longer, but let's focus on this game now. I'm gonna start with the 3 power creature most likely. Yeah, these are not going to... Yeah, let's have the 3 power creature. Just in case they don't have a 2-drop, I can deal an additional point of damage. These are also slightly better later in the game when they maybe can aggro. Okay, so how do I do it? They trade, which is fine. I can't play the tapped land right now and play the Gnoll Hunter. On the other hand, if I do draw a forest specifically, I can maybe double spell on the next turn. If I play the unicorn now. Let's try that, because yeah, a forest will allow me to double spell these things. Would be pretty fantastic. Okay, that wasn't the case. They have nothing now. Counterspell, no, not a counterspell either, alright. Okay, that's really not bad at all. Planar ally will be good. I have a bunch of 5-drops here. I mean, I have 4 of my 5 5-drops. Let's draw the adult gold dragon next, shall we? Oh, that's funny. I can't even attack into that thing. Okay, well now that is good, and I will start with the ranger here. That gives me a blocker on the planar ally unless they deal with the ranger here. Okay, that's gonna be good. And I'm gonna play it before I play my creatures because I want the ventures happening. So, let's see. Let us see, how do I do? I mean, they have 6 cards in their hand. They must have something right. But I'm gonna attack and trigger the... Well, they might have, of course, the Scion of Stygian. They could trade with the Ranger in that case. But I have my own planar ally. I have my own venture stuff. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. If they have a Scion, then they have a Scion. Wow, that's just a trade here. Okay, let's see what happens when I do this. Do they have a counter spell? They have something here. It could also be contact other plane. It could be a card draw spell. Well, they have a counter here spell on that thing. Well, that's definitely... I mean, it's fine. I mean, they are at 8. They have no board. I have, what, 9 power of creatures. Basically 10, because this will get another counter if I get to attack. Wizard class? Yeah, this is just... they haven't got done... I mean, they played some turns without doing anything, so that's really bad, of course. And now they just used 4 mana to draw 2. How are they gonna... Okay, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Now they will lose. Okay. I wonder if they had more of those, because one of them is not going to make the opponent deck out unless the game goes super late. It seems like people are not really playing this set anymore, because I'm at 1-1 and my rank is platinum, so it's not really... I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to find a platinum ranked person at 1-1 result in a Premier Draft, but I guess the Forgotten Realms is not the most popular draft set, and it's very late into the kind of a draft season, the lifetime of the draft environment, because a new set is going to release in a week. Alright, this is a good hand. I'm on the draw here. Let's just get the planes. Be done with it. Triple Gnoll Hunter. Okay, I'm against a Gnoll Hunter of theirs. Okay, that's not bad. Wonder if I think I'll just play the Celestial Unicorn anyway. Okay, Bugbear. They might not attack with the Gnoll Hunter here. Alright, so does that change things? I think it does change a bit. I might double block here. If they have a +2/+2, I still can use the Your Ambushed on the road here. Yeah, although I could just play the Unicorn and trade. That's a thing that can happen too. Fine. Maybe I'll just do that. If they have a trick though, it's tough. If I had like another green mana source, I definitely would just play the Unicorn to maybe play the Gnoll Hunters next turn, but I don't have it, so... okay, let's do it like this. I'll double block the bugbear, and if they have something, maybe the Euro ambush on the road can help me in that case. No, oh wow, what a dick. What a dick. Oh, and they're gonna get the Gnoll Hunter. Oh man, don't like this at all. Well, it's still kind of fine because I can do this, but I'm taking here a lot of damage, and then I can save the first one. I don't think they can do anything with one red there, so I can do this, so this will actually survive here, but well, the unicorns can trade with those and blah blah. And I drew here, of course, this thing. So maybe the half of monk now? Probably not. Yep, trading everything. Well, I should be, if they have nothing, I will have one Gnoll Hunter surviving here. But yeah, if they have, yeah, the double block is, of course, they could have any instant speed interaction, and the double block becomes extremely bad. Maybe I won't be double blocking in that case. Well, let's see what happens. But man, this start of Gnoll Hunter into double bugbear, really, really good stuff. So, okay, they attacked, and it seemed like they had no priority there, so let's do this. I mean, this is just based on them insta-passing there. Okay, so I got rid of those. Let's see what they have next. The Ranger, okay. So I can play one card here, and that's going to be the Evolving Wilds. I mean, one non-land. And that's going to be the Half-Elf Monk. This is going to get me a Plains. And I can trade the Ranger into a Gnoll Hunter. Hopefully they don't have a... Okay, they have another one of those. Well, that's a lot of pressure that I'm applying every turn here. But what can I do? Not much. So how do I do it? Play this thing, and do I want to tap something, or nah. Yeah, them getting those extra 2/2s, that's actually going to matter here a lot. I think I'll have to not block with this thing, because they might have a 6/6 or a 7/6 coming up here still. So I have to still... So I don't know, if they attack with everything, I just trade everything. I will bounce, I will block one of the 2/2s, and although actually there's a chance I should maybe consider, because one of the Gnoll Hunters can become bigger here. Maybe I'll do like this and this and see what happens. I can make this into a 3/3 force block on the Ranger. They have another Gnoll Hunter. And I have a Varys, which is good, but man, how to do it? If I attack with everything, this becomes a 3/3. They might just kill the tapper, it's completely a thing they can do. But I think them losing a 4/1 is maybe okay for that. They have an empty hand, so they would have to top deck a 7/6 or a 6/6 here now, for instance. So I think I can lose the tapper now. I don't mind the trades here. I think I'm actually going to just attack. Don't care about the trades too much here. Okay, so this means they don't get the trigger. I don't think they want to lose the Gnoll Hunter trigger here. That really seems unlikely. Although, yeah, I don't think they want to lose that trigger here. So now, of course, all my stuff is gonna be tapped. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not good. I'm taking 6 here now, actually, because I'm not trading the Varys here. I can block the 2/2, but I just wanted to, you know, do something here. Maybe it was a mistake. But I'm not gonna block here. I'm taking 7 actually, but I'm not gonna trade here. I need a creature, gain a life, give this unicorn a counter and all that stuff. Okay. It's the hard mode. This is gonna be a 4/4 now. Oh man. I don't know, maybe I was too aggressive. At least the opponent is drawing lands too, so... But this board position is just so good for them. I can double block the Gnoll Hunter and... Oh, but I have to block the Ranger. Oh man, this is bad. Yeah, I will have to lose my berries here. That's the problem. They would attack with everything, but at least with the Knoll Hunter and the Ranger, and I have to take them both. Oh man, they didn't attack. And I drew a land. It was my chance here, because if I can make the Celestial Unicorn into a 4-3, and I can, with any creature, go to the dungeon of the Mad Mage, you gain 1 life. But I mean, why didn't they attack? They have 4-power creatures here. I have to block them both. And I don't have a 4-power blocker. I would have to double block these, single block these. I lose... Well, I guess I won't lose one of my stuff, but... Oh man, the fact they didn't attack and I didn't draw... I mean, I just need a creature here. I need 1 creature. And now they attack. Now they realize that they should definitely do that, because that's the smart thing to do. I lose my berries now. So that means I will save the Knoll Hunter, because this is gonna be the block and this is gonna be the block, right? Knoll Hunter is like a bit more valuable. Man. Okay, well, they had a very fast start and they were able to attack me, so down to low life total here. They're drawing lands, so am I, but at least I drew a creature land. But I mean, it doesn't matter. I need to draw a lot better than them. If we both draw creatures that are similar strength, I'm gonna lose the game. But what I can do here now, I can start attacking with the Lair of the Hydra here. If they... Well, let's see what they have now. I mean, I can still win if they really are flooding out. They have 10 lands now. And do they have an attack? They don't have an attack, so... Okay, Spoils of the Hunt will be useful. 7, right? Now, I know I could leave mana up for the Spoils of the Hunt, but I have to just try to win here. I'm gonna leave the Knoll Hunter. I could be very risky here and also not attack with the Knoll Hunter too, but I think this has to be the case now. Because I could attack them to what? For 11 here now, unless they jump block. But I wanna keep a... Okay, well, I'm at least happy I didn't attack with both of them. I would have lost the game. Now I can... Okay, they need to... Let's see if they draw... Well, I don't know. They did jump there. Don't know if they should have done that yet. Okay, just the land. And they played the land. I mean, I'm getting the information here. That's really strong to have the information here. So against 7 here. And now I can just... should this be a red? I mean, if I draw the dragon or the dragon's fire, I'm gonna play them on that very turn. So this should be green, just in case I draw an old bear and then more green cards, something like that. Okay, so this is gonna be now 9. It's not quite... I mean, I think I still want to, just in case they have something hasty. I don't know. I don't think... I don't think I should attack with the Knoll Hunter. This is only gonna be presenting 13, so they could take it. And if they have a pump spell, I will lose. So I'm gonna do it like this. Okay. This is so tough being at 4 here, but I mean they are flooding out, and now I have to jump block this Direwolf Prowler here. But they need to leave a blocker. But do I win here now because I have the Spoils of the Hunt? I think I have enough mana. Well, definitely now. Okay, now. But let's see if I didn't draw the Bull Strength. If I drew a non-land here, I can make this into... I just want to check it. If X equals 5... Well, I guess I can just do it because I know they have nothing here. So X equals 5. Yep. So it would be enough either way. I didn't need the Bull Strength here. So let's just attack. kill this guy, and that's it. Well, opponent flooding out after the very explosive start they had. That was my saving. That saved me in this game. Also, I haven't drawn my adult Gold Dragon. That would be a pretty good card if I drew it in one of these games. But anyway, I'm at 2-1 now. That was a game I easily could have lost now. So I have to be very happy about that result. And also the creature land there really showed its value. They can be extremely good. If it was just a random land, I think I would have lost the game. Okay, am I going to be on the play? Still no. Only one color available, but I have the Varys, and if I draw any land, I can play the Inspiring Bard, and if I draw any 2 lands, I can play the Old Bear. So this is going to be a keep. But I'm still lacking a 2. I have, my deck has a bunch of 2-drops. I mean, 3 Knoll Hunters, there's a 3-1. Well, I'm keeping this anyway, but yeah, it sucks to be on the draw without the 2-drop. But at least I drew the planes, so if I draw one of my white cards, I can now cast that. Yeah, okay. Okay, there's the dragon. Let's see if I get to play it. But I have now a good turn with a 3-drop and into 4-drop, and they have only a 2-power creature there. Let's see if they can deal with the... Okay, portable hole, well, at some point might be useful, but of course I'm just doing this stuff now. And I get to scry with this thing. Am I gonna play the Half-Elf Monk or the Bard? Alright. Alright then. Well, I have a tapper, just it has Bard 4 when it's untapped, so I need 6 mana to tap it. They played on the play a turn 4 Limvirith. I guess I lose. This has reach, but I have no pump spell here to kill it. I mean, I'm not gonna raise this. They are also gonna draw a card. Maybe even more if they can play. Yeah, they can even draw multiple cards per turn. So what I'm gonna do here is just play the Bard here, make this guy into a 5/5. Try to... Okay, I'm gonna need to scry here, right? Yep. At least get... Man, that's not gonna be good enough. I need the red mana for the dragon, but I can get a treasure next turn, so I can maybe raise them. Who knows? Who knows? The wild shape is just not very useful, I don't think. +2/+2. If they jump with the investigator, that's fine. If they trade with the Limerick, that would be fantastic. Okay. So next turn. So this says, okay, they have a ranger too. Now that's, oh man, I didn't want to see that card happen. They can untap the Limerick here to make it block. They draw a card. If they had less than 2 cards in their hand, that would mean that they would draw even more, because they will always have at least 3 cards when this ability resolves. Alright, so... Well, I have no attacks currently. I wish I had the pump spell so that I could attack, but it's not happening now. I can't kill the Conjurer with the portable hole. I think I'll just do this now. Treasure token. So the adult Gold Dragon can't even attack here because they can untap it. That's really... I mean, I'm losing to Mythic Rare. So be it. Then I lose. With the Ranger though, I can double block the Limrith. Of course, if they have anything, instant speed interaction, I'm losing. I guess I need my my green equipment. That gives reach. A cult elemental. Alright. Okay then. That has ward one, but they have the mana for it. Okay, I'll take here 5. They draw again 1 card and they have another flyer in there. And could play this. Well, I'm not beating them now, so let's just. I have all these cards, but they have all the board presence, and well, that they have the dragon there, and which is drawing them cards each turn. All right, that's just how it goes. I had my own rare dragon, but I never got to. They played the turn 4 on the play, turn 4 5/5 flyer that draws them cards and has ward 4 when it's untapped. So even though I had my tapper, it doesn't work against that card unless you have what 6 mana to use for the tap ability. My 4-drop was a 4 mana ground 3/3 creature. Well, it did give it a +2/+2 boost, but that wasn't really relevant. And I have my Varys too, but the Varys doesn't do anything against the 5/5 flyer. Varys will win a long game where you get to venture a lot, but it doesn't help in that kind of situation. Okay, now I have a decent hand here. Let's see if rares are gonna decide to this game. Sampling Ghast, alright. Well, that could decide the game because I only need to find one of my ways to make red mana. Think I should. I think I'm gonna portable hole into Gnoll Hunter here because I don't want to play the priest here because it can just be killed by the sampling Ghast. Let's get rid of this one. Now that they didn't have a 2-drop, maybe they don't have other targets for the portable hole at least yet. That doesn't kill an artifact. That's not an enchantment, so they get 2 life here. And well, I can attack for 2 here. Sadly, no triggers for the ability. I might throw away the Priest of Ancient Lore next turn, because it will draw me a card here anyway. So to make these Gnoll Hunters into a 3/3, it will easily be worth it. Are they gonna attack with that thing? Nope. Okay, Old Bear will be good too. So I think it's worth it. Throw away the 2/1 to make these into 3/3s. Although next turn, no, I'm gonna do it anyway. Whatever. Then next turn they will become 4/4s. That could really matter here. Oh, they choose that way. That's even better for me. That is even better for me. There's a Varys now too. Alright, I have a very good curve now. They have a cluttering skeletons, but I can have a Varys into gain 2 life, I guess. I get to venture once. Yeah, and I'm gonna go into the treasure token here, so I'm gonna venture into a Fandelver. But yep, let's just do this thing. Don't need to throw away the Priest of Ancient Lore now because I get the Pack Tactics trigger anyway. They're gonna look. Ooh. Interestingly, they don't choose to block the Gnoll Hunter. Maybe they have a removal for it. Okay, they go to 8. They will venture, and I will play the Dawnbringing Cleric to get my venture trigger. They might have a minimum containment there, but they scry to top here, by the way. They might have a minimum containment, which this would answer, but at least the minimum containment gives me red mana here. So I don't need the life gain, but that's like the only. That gives me red mana too. That's actually interesting, because if I draw a creature, I can still venture and get the treasure token. But I guess I'm gonna get the Evolving Wilds here. Maybe they kill the Varys, and then it would be very sad in that case, actually. to not have the evolving wilds here for the dragon here. So zombie ogre, that's the best thing they can have. It is going to... Well, I have the lair of the Hydra here, which I can activate, make it into a 4/4. So maybe I'll just attack with everything now. Next turn I have the dragon here. This becomes a 5/5. They can jump block the cleric. So what's gonna happen there? They're gonna jump block with the cleric and they're gonna eat Varys here. If I attack with everything. Now I can choose to not attack with the Varys because it will give me a venture. But I'm gonna make this into a 4/4 anyway. And then I'm gonna decide how to attack. And a very safe way to do things would be to just attack with the 4/4 and 4/4. They could still double block the lair of the Hydra or the Gnoll Hunter. Well, the Gnoll Hunter double block wouldn't do anything because it's gonna be a 5/5. But they could kill this. This would trade with the Dawnbringer Cleric. And I know I'm gonna next turn play the Adult Gold Dragon unless they have a discard effect. So this will venture, giving me a 1/1 or a treasure token. In this case it would be a 1/1. But if I attack with everything here, they will basically I will trade the Varys with the 1/3 and they will still take 3 damage, which actually, I think it's just worth it. I think it's just worth it, given that I have the dragon and they have the 5/5 to deal with, and they will still have the 3/5 on the next turn. But oh, did I say 3? I mean, of course, excuse my foolishness. Of course they took the... I just didn't even count the land here. No, they went to 1 here, not to... Yeah, so this is a lot better. Okay, doubled zombie ogre. Yeah, not really what they need here. Yeah, I mean, that was even more obvious when I just missed somehow the 4 damage there. I don't know why. Yep. Okay, so what? I did get to 3 wins in a premier draft. How is that possible? So I'm at least getting 1,000 gems back. I'm not losing almost 1,500. Okay, so let's get more wins now, shall we? I think the deck is good. I just want to maybe, well, have a decent curve outs like I did have in this game. I have also drawn the Varys in many of the games. It is really good, although it didn't do much in here. I'm on the play, and yes, this is exactly a good hand. I haven't actually gotten any counters for my unicorns, but I suppose I can live with that. The Evolving Wilds could get a white source for this, but I want to make the mountain happen so that I don't have to worry about the red mana if I happen to draw one of my 2 red cards. I can still go Gnoll Hunter into the Priest of Ancient Lore. I can play this and equip it if nothing else. Okay, well there is the... Oops, let's take the forest here. So yeah, now the Planar Ally will be happening maybe. Okay, so I'm going to offer the trade here. It's not going to get any counters anytime soon, and now if they don't block, I can play this and trade, unless they have equipment, which they could of course, but this thing did draw a card already, so let's see how they are gonna do it. If they attack, that's gonna mean, okay, they have that. Okay then. Well, it's gonna attack as a 6/6. I'm not going to block it. At least I got some stuff here, so what I can do is I can try to raise them. Because if they're gonna use next turn 3 mana here to equip and attack, I can raise them. But if they equip and don't attack, oh, the trade is... that's fine. That's definitely fine. So the 4-fold champion and Delver's Torch. This could have some value by destroying an enchantment, for instance. So now they don't have a creature, so the plate armor doesn't do anything currently, unless they have a 1 mana creature. Oh, they could have a Bruenor, because why not? Now this is an 8/6. Sorry, 10/6. Yep. That happened. So let's equip here. I'm only taking 10 damage, I mean, no big deal, right? Well, that's game over. I mean, unless they have like what 4 lands in their hand and they are unable to attack because I will win the race. Yep. That seems fair. That seems fair indeed. Well, that was definitely a quick end to this event. Well, I mean, I guess the earlier games did last, but the last game was a pretty, I mean, that kind of curve out from the opponent, and also in the game where the opponent had the Mythic Dragon on turn 4. What can you do with just, the kind of cards I had there, commons and uncommons? It's just a way out of the... And my deck did have some rares. I won because of the rare land. I won because of Varys. And all that. I had the Red Dragon, I never casted it though, but either way, I think the deck was good, and 3-3 is not a result I'm too happy about, but at least it's more than 2 wins. The 3 wins giving 1000 gems back at least makes it so that I only paid 500 gems. And of course, every rare and mythic rare I picked gave me 20 gems back, so I didn't even lose 500 gems here. Yep, but yeah, sadly, never got a counter for this thing. I never got to actually attack or block with this thing. I never drew this one either, which is maybe not that bad. But yep, next one, I think it's gonna be another Tinkerer's Cube. So maybe I will do these last days so that I will play a Tinkerer's Cube, and then I have a traditional draft of Forgotten Realms. I have a premier draft of Forgotten Realms, and how does that go with the release schedule? I don't... Well, I'm gonna play Midnight Hunt drafts immediately after they are available, of course. And I will be playing on the weekend. There will be a Historic Arena Open. I will have one try on day 1, and I will record that. Unless it's like a very quickly, I'll get 03 or something like that. If there's something interesting happening in the event, I will upload that in that case. But let's claim the prize now, and I will see you in the next draft, which will be a traditional Tinkerer's Cube. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.